Greedy belly. Rematch clause come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. Be a man. Ink the contract or vacate the belt. I need an dispute.
Tyson Fury, the self-proclaimed Gypsy King, was recently attacked by Oleksandr Usyk after Fury cancelled their highly anticipated rematch. Yes, this is the same Usyk who handed Fury his first ever defeat. Fury, known for his love of trash-talking, has been blaming everything from his training camp to a sparring injury for the setback. But let's be real, this is the same guy who once claimed he'd fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, suddenly, the rematch with Usyk is off the table. The timing is rather convenient, don't you think? Seems like Fury might not be a man of his word after all.
One of the biggest fights that's coming up is Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2 on December 21st. How do you think that's going to go?
Man, I didn't think Usyk was going to do Fury like he did him. You know, so Usyk has made me a believer.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's made me a believer. I think that he'll upstage Fury again.
Oh, so you think it's going to be 2-0?
It'll be 2.
The Ukrainian champion didn't hold back, calling Fury out and suggesting the Brit might be more focused on mind games than stepping into the ring. Usyk even said that if Fury is scared, he should just admit it. And if you thought Usyk would stay quiet about this, think again.
Chipping away nicely. December 21st. Usyk, you're on notice. Come on!
What's next for Fury? More excuses or another bout against a lesser opponent to boost his ego? One thing is certain, Usyk is waiting and he's making sure Fury, and the world, knows who's truly in charge of the heavyweight division. Let's dive into the details.
Fighting Usyk again.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough fight.
Yeah.
That Usyk guy is talented. He's so talented. He's so small for a heavyweight too. He's non-stop movement and his footwork and everything. It's so different than anybody.
Let's not forget Fury's infamous flair for theatrics. Ahead of their first fight, he seemed more focused on taunting Usyk than actually training. Now, with a rematch looming, Fury's apparent retreat has sparked speculation. Is he buying time to regroup, or does he truly believe he doesn't need a second bout to prove himself? Usyk's response has been blunt. You can run, but you can't hide. Fans are understandably outraged, flooding social media with criticism. Some have labeled Fury's move as a blatant duck, while others accuse him of tarnishing his legacy. Meanwhile, Usyk remains steadfast, training with the discipline of a true professional, quietly reminding the world why he's the undisputed champion.
Undisputed. And not to play. You're stupid.
Let's spare a thought for the fans, the ones who paid top dollar, stayed up late, and bought into Fury's relentless self-promotion. The heavyweight division hasn't seen chaos like this since the Mike Tyson era. Yet, instead of delivering on the promise of a historic rivalry, Fury steps away, leaving millions questioning if this era of boxing will ever measure up to the legends of Ali, Foreman, or Holyfield.
I remember when I was watching the Joshua Usyk fight, it made me realize the importance of technique. Because Joshua is a...
The odds were stacked in Fury's favor. He was the bigger man, the heavier hitter, the reigning champion. But Usyk didn't just beat Fury, he dominated him. The 6'3", 220-pound Ukrainian outmaneuvered and outclassed a 6'9", 270-pound giant. It was a masterclass in strategy and precision, with Usyk landing nearly 10% more punches. The Gypsy King ended up looking more like a court jester. So what's Fury's excuse this time? Injuries? Scheduling conflicts? Or is he simply rattled? Former world champion Tony Bellew didn't hold back, saying Fury didn't expect to be bullied. Nobody did. Bellew added that Usyk won't have the element of surprise in a rematch. Fair point, Tony. But what if Fury doesn't show up for the rematch? Problem solved, right?
Any better than what I did, because I think it was probably one of the best performances that I've ever done in my life. Although it didn't get the result, I thought it was a very fantastic performance against one of my best opponents.
Let's not overlook Usyk's meteoric rise. This isn't just any boxer. This is a man who has conquered personal and professional challenges to become one of the most technically sound heavyweights in history. Even Bernard Hopkins praised him, calling Usyk the smaller guy with the bigger heart. Meanwhile, Fury is now claiming to be the underdog, insisting he thrives in destroy mode asterisk. But destroy what? Fans' patience, his reputation. Because right now, the only thing Fury is wrecking is his credibility. Experts like Paulie Malignaggi have suggested Fury could make adjustments, as he did against Deontay Wilder in their rematch. But Usyk isn't Wilder, a one-dimensional power puncher. Usyk is a tactical nightmare, playing chess while Fury is still figuring out checkers. Former champion Sean Porter argues that Fury's size and reach give him the edge. Sure, if he actually uses them. But that's the problem. Usyk doesn't let opponents dictate the fight. He's relentless, methodical, and maddeningly difficult to hit clean.
More focused, less clowning, and I think that's enough. You know, maybe if he chucked that punch at me with 100 times and maybe not done any damage, but, you know, the one time it did, that's it, that's all she wrote.
The emotional toll of this saga is impossible to ignore. Fury once symbolized hope for a heavyweight division in need of revival. Now, his antics have fans questioning whether he cares about the sport or its legacy at all. Meanwhile, Usyk is everything Fury claims to be but isn't, the real deal. He fights for more than titles. He's a symbol of resilience for his war-torn country. Fury's decision to cancel the rematch isn't just a blow to his legacy, it's a betrayal of the fans. These are the people who buy the tickets, stay up late, and dream of historic showdowns. What do they get in return? Excuses and broken promises. At this point, Fury needs to decide what matters more: protecting his ego or proving he's the champion he says he is. If he keeps dodging Usyk, he risks becoming a footnote in heavyweight history, not the legend he claims to be.
The journalist was saying that Usyk is now up there with all the legends of the sport. The Muhammad Ali's, the Fraziers, the Foремans, the Joe Louis as being one of the greatest and certainly the greatest of his generation.
Let's revisit their first bout. Fury entered the ring as the heavy favorite, bigger, stronger, and nearly 60 pounds heavier than Usyk. The Ukrainian, dismissed by many as too small for heavyweight greatness, wasn't supposed to stand a chance. Then the bell rang. Usyk didn't just outbox Fury, he exposed him. He transformed the supposedly unstoppable giant into a flustered, confused figure, dictating the pace, landing more punches, and walking away with a decisive victory. Fury didn't just lose the fight that night, he lost the aura of invincibility that had defined him. Fast forward to today, and Fury's excuses are piling up faster than Usyk's accolades. Injuries, negotiations, scheduling conflicts, the usual circus. But Usyk's not buying it, and neither are the fans. Tony Bellew put it bluntly, nobody thought Usyk could bully Fury, but he did, and he'll do it again if Fury ever shows up. The clock is ticking, and time isn't on Fury's side. In just 1,000 days, Usyk has gone from cruiserweight champion to undisputed heavyweight king, collecting belts and universal respect along the way. Fury's biggest accomplishment in that same time? A narrow win over Francis Ngannou, an MMA fighter making his boxing debut. Even that fight left questions about Fury's focus and form. Bernard Hopkins, a legend who knows the fight game inside out, sided with Usyk, calling him the smaller guy with the bigger heart. Translation: Fury's size and strength mean nothing when matched against Usyk's grit, determination, and technical brilliance. Fury's antics aren't just tarnishing his legacy, they're damaging the sport itself. Fans are growing tired of the drama. They want real fights, not Twitter wars. They want champions who show up, not excuses and cancelled rematches. Let's be real, Fury isn't just dodging Usyk in the ring, he's dodging accountability. His camp blames everything from negotiations to timing, but everyone knows the truth. Usyk's relentless style and unmatched skill are Fury's kryptonite. Even the experts agree. Bellew didn't mince words. The 6'9" giant got bullied by a guy 6 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter, and Usyk's win wasn't a fluke. Just ask Anthony Joshua, another powerhouse who couldn't crack the Usyk puzzle. While Joshua's punches flailed at air, Usyk landed combinations straight out of a boxing masterclass. This isn't to say Fury isn't a phenomenal fighter. His gypsy roots, resilience, and ability to rise, literally, like against Wilder, cement his place as a legend. But legends don't duck challenges, they face them head-on. even when the odds are stacked against them. So, what's next, Tyson? The clock is ticking. In 1,000 days, Usyk might retire as one of the all-time greats, a fighter who proved everyone wrong. And you. If you keep dodging, you risk being remembered not as the Gypsy King, but as the champion who could have been great, but talked himself into obscurity instead. TikTok, Tyson. The question is, will you face the challenge or hide behind excuses? Because the only thing worse than losing to Usyk is never stepping into the ring with him at all.